Sanborn, you are now a member of the university and you must be excited that you'll be pursuing your studies here. But there will be times where you become challenged, and those challenges at times may begin to affect your studies. And it's therefore important that you become aware of this team that is committed to supporting you throughout your journey here, Student Support Services. I'm Mr. Esoma. At the university, you'll have your lecturers, people who are teaching you, and then there'll be a team of support staff. They are not necessarily teaching you, but they are there to support your study. So in many forms, the university is a community, and you therefore need a lot of resources to make sure that your learning is effective. We have student support services that focuses on student counseling, and we have risk management services that focuses on issues of security on campus, just to make sure that you are safe here. And we have the campus clinic and campus HIV/AIDS support unit for all your medical needs. We have student housing for your accommodation needs, student funding for your funding needs, academic leaders who are in charge of your degree, so that you know the structure of your degree and what modules you need to be taking. We have academic development officers who are there to support you with academic skills and study skills when you feel like you are not coping with your modules. We have the disability unit for students who are living with disabilities and who might need assistance in ensuring that those disabilities are not in the way of their studies. We have the SRC, Student Representative Council, that is there to make sure that your rights as a student are being protected. And we have the library as well. All of these are support services available for students at the university. All right, so I've told you about the many support services that are available for students. I want to draw your attention now to student support services, basically student counseling services. Who are they? They're a team of registered psychologists registered with the Health Professions Council of South Africa. So these are professionals. They are student development officers like myself and interns. So those make the team for student support services. They are available ko-Westville, ko-RT building, nase-Howard uyasithola khona building ebizwa nge-Desmond Clarence. Emarisburg, behind the admin, there is a Frank Bush Annex building there. That's where they are available. So what do we really do? We provide individual counseling and psychotherapy. So basically kuzoba nekhathi la izimo obhekana nazo empilweni maybe zithande ukusinda kancane, ngale ndlela uthi uyabona seziqala ukukuphazamisa, akusafokhaseki nakahle esikoleni, zakukhathaza. Siyasiza ngalokho. We do academic risk assessments. So mase kucaca umfundi ukuthi akasenzi kahle, you're not performing at expected levels, we come on board to check if things are really going well with you, and to see if there are any challenges that you might need assistance on. Loco is in line with the Learning Enhancement Checklist, the LECR, which is a self-diagnostic assessment for students who are in a way underperforming. So after kuphuma results wakho and kuyacaca ukusho ukuthi akusenzeki kahle hle, then we come on board as the counseling team, invite you to that assessment, which really gives us insight into the nature of your challenges that you might be having, not just to expose them, but to see where you can be assisted. We also do psychological assessments. There will be situations which are quite overwhelming that happen unexpectedly, and you are in a state of crisis. We respond to that as well. For some students, they are really career confused, awunayisho ngezinto ofuna ukuzenza la nje kulama degree ayinqwaba khona, and awuqondi ngempela ukusho ukuthi yini ekufanele yini engakufanele. We can do career assessments for you. We also have a number of group programs, and which would include support groups. For example, we've had the student mother support groups for students who are expecting, or those who already are mothers and are struggling and battling, or maybe just committed to finding coping strategies of balancing that life with being students. So it becomes much more a support. We had previously the depression support group. There are a number of groups that are available. We also have life skills workshops and skills development programs. So students who are doing BSc 4 and engineering access would probably know about life skills workshops, which they do every week. But we also facilitate a number of student development programs in residencies, sometimes through invitation in your lecture halls. So study programs that will be, student development programs that will focus on your career development, academic development, and psychosocial development. Now that you know about us, this is the team. In Pietermaritzburg, we have Mr. Zondi. There is his email, his office number. We have Miss Kanyele Bulelo. We have our intern, Vuyiswa Kanyele. In Westville, we have Shirley Barnes, who's also our manager, Miss Ronel Msomi, Miss Kelly Moore, who's our intern, myself, Sanele Zuma, as a student development officer, and Howard College, you have Prashna Singh as a lone figure there. You probably saw our details in the previous slide, but these are the people you should be contacting because they have great access to us, easy access to us. They can just knock, they're available, they respond to your queries efficiently, and if you engage them, they will really respond in no time. So Pietermaritzburg has Miss Zondi, who's the intern help desk administrator there, and you can call her on 033-260-5090, and there is her email zondipitri@ukzn.ac.za. So all inquiries relating to student support services in PMB go to her. In Durban, that is for Howard College and Westville, we have Ms. Nogwanda Hadebe, also on the same role, placed at the OR Tambo building, 4th floor. The numbers are there, 031-260-7572. So the two ladies should be your go-to people when you need us. Now, let's bring faces to the names. This is Prashna Singh. She's a counseling psychologist available for all engineering students at Howard College. You'll find her at Desmond Clarence Building, room 345. Westville students, this is your team. For all your student support needs, we have Ms. Ronel Msomi, a counseling psychologist. You'll note that we are all at OR Tambo Building in the 4th floor. And then we have Ms. Shirley Barnsley. She's our manager and a counseling psychologist. Myself, Mr. Sanele Zuma, student development officer. And we have Ms. Kelly Moore, an intern counseling psychologist. Do take note of our contact details. Pietermaritzburg students, this is your team. We have Bulelwa Kanyile. She's an educational psychologist. Mr. Mzamo Zondi, a student development officer, and Vuyiswa Kanyile, who's an intern educational psychologist. You will note that they are all at the Frank Bush Annex I-Frank Bush Annex behind the admin building in Jelapon main campus. That's where you find them. I told you about the service, and you've seen the people who are offering the service. Maybe you are still not convinced as to why you should really be making use of counseling. These are some of the reasons. Number one, we're there to support you. We're a team committed ekukusizeni kunoma iziphi nje iy'ngqinamba ongabhekana nazo njengoba ufunda, and ayikho i-problem esingathi hayi incane le, hayi inkulu. Uma nje ikuphazamisa ekufundeni kwakho, and uma ikuphazamisa emoyeni nasemqondweni, into ebalulekile kuthina leyo. We support your studies ngale ndlela usho ukuthi if need be we come on board to advocate for students. You'll find times where students have not been doing well due to some challenges they've been encountering, and when they appeal, they look to us for support. Maybe they need a support letter, whether it's a matter of appealing for academic readmission, or kwesinye isikhathi izimo zikushaye kwafeyileka kwaze kwahamba u-NSFAS, and usuya-aphila laphana, usucela baconsider ukuqhubeka nokuthi ufunda. Isikhathi esiningi bazofuna ukuthi ubatshele ukuthi kwenzekeleni, mese befuna umuntu ozokhona ukufakazela lezo zimo okade ubhekene nazo. Ila siqhamuka khona-ke sibe usizo. So we advocate for students. Our service is highly confidential, so akukho esikuxoxa nawe mese sixoxela omunye umuntu. Sinesibophezelo sokugcina yonke into esixoxa nawe iphakathi kwethu nawe, and it's a professional service that's free of charge. Students can come to us for personal challenges. Like I said, no problem is too small or too big, whatever it is, or for career challenges. Like I said, some of you might not be quite compatible with your current programs and you need career guidance. We offer that, or career assessments, and sometimes you just need strategies that will see you cope better with your academic work. Most of the time students will come to us for time management, as an example. And kumele siqonde usho ukuthi ukuba kahle emoyeni nasemqondweni kuncike kakhulu ekwenzeni kahle esikoleni, ngoba ma ukuthi unezimo eziningi obhekene nazo ezigcina zikugqilaza emqondweni, ziphinde zikusinde, kube izinto ezikuhluphayo kakhulu to a point that abanye abantu bagcina sebeno-depression no-anxiety, kuba nzima ukuthi ungaqhubeka ube umfundi owenza kahle esikoleni. So we need to understand that those personal worries can easily impair the critical cognitive functions that you need to succeed at school. Hence, there is a need for students to be assisted when they are going through depression, anxiety, and the likes. And Itimiyetu has good diversity. As you might have seen, we do have different races represented. Students can consult in isiZulu, they can consult in English. We covered, there are males in the team, there are also females in it, so it's good diversity. And students who've been using the service rate it very highly, so we're very confident about the quality that we're giving to students. Right, you've heard about our services, you've seen the people who offer the service. How do you see us? Well, our consultations are through appointments. You need to book online. You can be using your phone, you could be using the laptop. Basically very, very easy to reach us. You go to caes-ukzn.bookend.com. That's the address that you need to use, and then you'll be asked to put in your details for this once-off registration, which shouldn't even take you 2 minutes. It's very fast and easy, and the system allows you to make bookings from anywhere. So you could be in the comfort of your bed or on the couch. You could be in a taxi, you just go on your phone and it's easy to book. And you can change your appointment, you can cancel it, and you have an option to choose whether you want to have your appointment online or you want to be seen in person, and you will receive confirmation of your booking once it's approved. It's important that we advise you to return the consent form before the appointment is approved. There is a consent form that will be communicated with you, which in a way gives us permission to work with you. That needs to be completed by the time you come for your appointment. You will be getting reminders of your appointments, what you have booked. A few days to go, you get a reminder, a few hours to go, so it's multiple reminders. Remember the website I told you about that is for our bookings? So when you punch on that address, it will take you to this page. As you can see, you can choose to have appointment online, or you can choose to have your appointments face to face. The first appointment refers to a person who will be seeing us for the first time. Standard appointment, these are people who have seen us before. There are other ways of reaching us. We also have a toll-free line, 0800 800 017. You don't have to pay for it, hence it's toll-free. From Monday to Friday, between 8 and 4:30, you can call that number if you want to reach us. Remember the two ladies I told you about as our administrators, Miss Zonde and Miss Hatebe. One of them will be surely picking up that call. When you call, you're likely to be directed through voice prompts that if you want to link to our college, you press a particular number and then it rings. One of the ladies will quickly respond and we get to hear what do you need assistance on. We also have a generic email which they check now and again, aessupport@ukzn.ac.za. We also do have a website, aessupport.ukzn.ac.za. Please make sure to go check it out. There are a lot of important resources that we share in the website as well. You can also find us on Facebook. Please go like our page, look for CAES Student Support Services. You'll see us there. We are currently on 5,700 followers. We want to add you onto that team, so please do like our page. We also keep it active, share useful videos and information that will assist you. So do like our page. For those who are on the gram, you can also find us there, CAES_Student Support Services. That's our Instagram page. Alright, so that's all about us, and hopefully we get to hear from you soon. But in case you have some questions, I just want to go through some of the frequently asked questions. Does it cost to consult? Kumahala ha. So all counseling services are free of charge. Even when we do assessments, they are free. Do you choose who you want to see? Yes, there are a number of counselors to choose from. So you are at liberty, in a freedom to time. But if you are contracted for psychotherapy, then it makes sense that you continue with a particular person. Can I change between counselors? Yes, you may. You're not compelled to see the same counselor. So if you started with Mr. Zuma and you are going to angathi manje singabona mhlawumbe uKelly, you more than welcome to change. Can you consult in isiZulu? Yebo, sinawo amakhansela asikwazi ukusikhuluma isiZulu kahle, so ayikho inkinga nje. Mawukuthi ubona ngathi hayi kuzokusiza ukuthi uqoqe nomuntu enizozwana ngolimi. Can you consult more than once? Yes, you may. Whenever you need assistance, you are advised to see us. We do have a challenge though of having a lot of students who need the service. So we allocate 7 sessions to 1 students per year to ensure that we accommodate all students, and students can decide how they want to use these 7 sessions. So somebody may just maybe come once a month, or somebody, if they really need assistance, they may come on a weekly basis. Yeah, but we're just trying to make sure that everyone gets an opportunity to be seen. And we do prioritize crisis clients. So even when they haven't booked, if a student is in crisis, we have to respond. So these are emergency situations basically. Okay, usufikile waxoxa. How safe is your information? Counseling is defined by strict confidentiality. Njengoba bengisho, akukho oxoxa la okuyophuma kuxoxwe ngaphandle kwemvumo yakho. What if you're worried by small things? Is it still a good idea to come? Yes. Anything that affects your mental health and emotional well-being is big enough, so feel free to consult. Are your parents allowed to know what is discussed? Hell no. You are contracted to the student unless they are a minor, and a minor is somebody who's below the age of 18. But umzali ayikho into okumele ayizwe ngathi ngawe. Akuzwayo fanele akuzwe ngawe ngoba thina sinesibophozelelo kuwena. Am I compelled to come for counseling? Kwesinye isikhathi, staff may recommend that you go see counseling, but counseling is strictly voluntary. We'll never drag you to our offices. Okay, what happens if you miss your appointment? You do have a responsibility to inform us timeously, at least 24 hours in advance, if you can no longer come for your appointment. We do have a challenge of students who book and do not cancel their appointments when they realize they won't be coming, and they stay on the system. And because they're on the system, we don't have a way of accommodating other students, and they end up not coming. They haven't cancelled the appointment. It makes work difficult, and it also compromises the service. It becomes a bit unfortunate and unfair to students who really need to be using that time. So siyanicela uma ukuthi kuyenzeka uyabona usho ukuthi hayi ngeke lesa sikhathi ngesangilungela, hamba online, cancel the appointment. All right, I hope by now you understand what we're all about, and we look forward to seeing you. Thank you. Have a beautiful year.